Hi everyone, how are you doing? So, yes, I am here. This is Moepa Social Media. I am here to talk about people imposing on other relationships when you know very damn well that other person is in a relationship. And so why would you want to impose in that relationship? You know, I was going to do a live on this. Well, not really a live, I'm recording it, but why? Why would you want to impose on somebody else's, relationship? I'll tell you why. Because they feel insecure. They feel insecure. They feel like if they impose, they will get results from that other partner. Little do they know that, no, they're not going to make that other person any more to love them or any more to get closer. Fact of the matter is that some people just get truly tired of, of that person either following them around or that person just, just imposing on what they have already. You would think that that person would get it. And, it's not really a particular person. I'm saying that person as, as a general thing. It's not anyone that this is happening to. But I've seen this so many times where the person, has already moved on to another relationship. And all of a sudden, the other person wants to still be involved with that person regardless if they are in another relationship. It's like, they feel left out, they feel insecure, they feel like they won't, they will not find anyone in their life. Or that's what they, maybe that's not the way they really feel, but, they don't want that other person to move. They don't want that other person to move forward because they feel in some sense betrayed. They feel cheated. They feel like maybe that other person will get something that they never had. You would think that they would think for themselves and say, well, it's not going to, it's either not going to change or it is going to change, or that person is just going to continue doing the same thing they did to you or to another person. If that person didn't stay with you, it's because truly they didn't want you. I mean, really. And if a person continues to do the same thing over and over again, I don't care how good looking that other person is, they are continuing to do the same thing over and over again. Why would you want to even be with that person? Can't you see that you are not going to change that person? You are not going to change that person's mindset because that person is still stuck on that other person. Or maybe perhaps they don't want to hurt you, or they don't want to continue to be with you because maybe they don't want to hurt you. But it goes to show that no matter how much older you are or how much you say that you don't love this person, it all goes to show that yes, you do. You do love that person, that you're not any different from the others that he has had or she has had. You're not any different. The thing is that some people love that. Some people love, for you to fight for them. Some people love that thing of, let's see how many I can score and how many I can have, to fight over me. And sometimes you need to back away and say, is this person really worth all this fighting and all this arguing? I see that mostly among women, that they fight with each other. For a man that truly does not want to be in a relationship, is just truly that he wants to score with one and then move on to the next and then move on to the next. Because if you truly love that person that you are with now, first, you wouldn't make that woman or that man feel like they need to fight for your love. Second, you wouldn't want either these two women, mostly it happens between women. If you really love that woman, if you really cherish her for what she truly is, you wouldn't want her to be hurt. You would only choose her and only her. Why? Because she means something to you, because she fills you as a person. Not as a man, not as a woman, but as a person, as a whole. As a whole. She fills your universe. She fills your life. She fills you as a person. So when we, persist or impose on a person to love us, in reality, what we're doing is that we really are begging for that person to come back with us, regardless if it's secretly. You are begging for that person's love. You are begging for that person's time. And that person doesn't want to give you the time. If you see that and you're blindsided, like let's say if that person is doing something for someone else, but they're not really doing it for you, and you're persisting and you are on that person's back. Why? Why are you on that person's back? Why are you really on that person's back? Why are you making conflict when that person has moved on to another relationship? Why are you making that person choose between you and that other person? Why? And I say that, and like I said, this is not particularly about anyone that I know or anyone. I just want women, also men, to think and rethink. Why are you imposing in a relationship that already has one either grown or not grown, or maybe that person just wants to be with that person? Maybe it's not for the long haul, but maybe it's temporary. Maybe they do know that. Let's just say they do know that, and they have agreed to be in that sort of relationship. Well, why are you in the middle imposing on that? Why are you in the middle trying to, save the other person from seeing that other person is truly, probably, playing with you or whatever? All you're doing is generating conflict between two people. And also, it's a shame how people go about doing such things. You're trying to convince that other person that this person is this. Why? Do you really think that person is... Maybe that other person treats that person totally different from how they used to treat you. You might never know, and maybe they have an agreement. Maybe, I don't know, but I just feel like I need to say this. Stop in your tracks. Think in your mind, am I really benefiting from what I am doing? Am I benefiting myself, or am I truly doing it because I care for the other person? Am I benefiting it because I feel for that person? Am I benefiting really from what I'm doing? All that energy you're really putting and focusing on imposing in that relationship, or imposing on doing this. it's really weird because I had spoken to this lady, and she doesn't live here in my building, but she told me, she said, I have been with my husband for 43 years. And I said, what? She said, yes, I've been with my husband for 43 years. And I looked at her. I didn't even know that this was her husband, by the way, and he was picking her up every day. I thought that this person that was actually in the car was actually a person that lived here and was taking her home. But she said that to me, and I was like, what? She said, yes, I've been with my husband for 43 years. And then I see people that have had, I didn't even know another person had, had a previous relationship and had a child with that person. And they told me, I shouldn't say me, but they told us that they married again, and that they found their true love, and that they never thought that they would find their true love because they were so focused on the first person that they, had dated or that they had a relationship with. And, they thought that they were happy. And the truth is that happiness is really in a relationship when you love someone. Happiness really means to be with that person no matter with good, bad, no matter if they have defects or some traits that really annoy you to death. If they have children from a previous relationship, are you willing to bond yourself with this person regardless? Because some people say, I am happy in a whole with that person, and they are in your equation no matter what. Truth is that if they really are in your equation, and if they really love you, and if you really love that person, you would not hurt that person. You wouldn't. That's why when someone says, I love you, you have to be careful. Choose your words carefully, because some people react to that, and your actions speak on for itself. It truly, truly does. It speaks for itself. If you have a person that's with you and they don't talk to you for a week, they don't text you, they do not do any kind of effort to do anything for you, not even walk that mile for you, not even just a freaking inch for you. They're not willing to, put their shoes in the mud for you so that or even your coat, and walk and have you walk, without dirtying your feet. Guess what? Or your precious shoes. Guess what? He's not going to do it. Don't expect that person to do it, because it all has to do with what they truly, really want. If you are not in that person's mind throughout the day, believe me, trust me, that person does not love you. No, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how many times you impose on trying to separate two people. Because the more you try to separate someone, the more they will bond. The more they will be together. Because they know that you are trying to impose, and you're trying to break up, and you're trying to, break what they have together. No matter what, that person will finally or will eventually show their true colors. People will come out of the woodwork. Don't think that it doesn't happen. And no, you don't have to feel sorry for that other person that's going through it, because they probably already know. But guess what? It's up to that person to separate from the other person. It's their responsibility to tell the person, or to clarify, or to not engage in their life anymore. And it's not up to you to tell them that. It's not your responsibility to separate a person when they are in a relationship together. You are no longer in that person's life. Why? And I tell why are you even trying to persist and insist on that person being with you when they don't want to be with you? See, and I've always said it, when I feel this way, and I've said, guess what? I am so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself that when I felt an instinct this week, it happened to me twice, I followed my instinct and I didn't fall into the trap. Why? Because your instincts immediately will tell you, your gut intuition will tell you if it's right. But if it's right, and then it will tell you if it's wrong, because you will feel a calm, and I've tested this, you will feel a calmness. You will feel a calmness, and you will know if that person is telling you the truth, and you also will know if they're lying to you. But don't try to convince that other person that that person that they're with is lying to them, or vice versa. And like I said before, I know that it sounds like, oh, well, she's saying it, but she just wants to hide it or something. No, this is not to anyone. I just feel like I need to say that because I see it so many times. I've seen it around here where the girls here, they're so beautiful and they lower themselves and they fight. You even see it on the internet where two girls are fighting for a guy, and that guy, he don't give a shit. He does not care. You know why he doesn't care? Because he sees these women fighting for him. They're not challenging him to anything. They're just boistering his ego. Boistering his ego. Because he knows, that he can have women fight over him. And which in turn is not fair to neither one. Exactly what happens to, men too. When a woman, wants a man to fight for her, you're boistering up her ego. You know why? Because she feels insecure. Unless she sees that these men are fighting for her, or saying to her that she's beautiful and needs a consistency of telling her that she's beautiful all the time, is because she feels that she's not beautiful. She feels like she needs to be told all the time and needs validation, in which she doesn't, because she herself should know that she is beautiful from the inside and out. So ladies and gentlemen, and this goes for men too, stop fighting for women who constantly need their egos to be stroked. Okay? Why? Why do men fight for women too? Why do men cheat on women? Some men also feel like, if I need to stroke this girl's ego, then let me look for something else that doesn't need so much validation. We are here to improve and to level up. Level up, women. Level up. Don't go and level yourself down because of no man or no woman. This goes two ways. It doesn't go like one way, because we're always blaming men for everything. And it doesn't go. I see now that it's not just, we have to go and blame men for everything. No. Women too. You need to validate you. You need to look in the mirror and you need to see yourself and really concentrate and see yourself as who you are. Are you satisfied with you? Do you see yourself beautiful?
What is it that you don't like about yourself? What is it you feel that you need to change as a woman? What is it that you feel that you need to change as a woman? Because if we constantly need to be stroked, our egos to be stroked, so in order for us to feel like women, in order for us to feel good about ourselves, then we have a problem. And that problem we're going to bring it into another relationship. This is a problem because it's ongoing. I see it all the time in the internet, and I don't care what anyone tells me. We see it all the time where women are fighting for men and men are fighting for women. And that's where the abuse comes in, because we're not confident enough to say or walk away from something that is unhealthy for us. Why do we have to remain in a relationship when the person doesn't want us? They're not the only ones in this earth. You know how many men are on this earth. You know how many women are in this earth. And it's true what they say. There's more women for men. It is true. And women too. And men for the same. Okay? Other fishes in the sea. There's so many people that you can meet. There's so many people that you can learn from. There's so many people that you can date. And do we need to date? Really? If we feel that insecure, do we need to date? Do we need to have a relationship if we feel that insecure? No, we do not. We need to validate ourselves as good women, as women who have standards and values and principles, okay? And we say this all the time. Why are you tailgating a man? That's really what it is. You're tailgating him. Why is that? We don't need to tailgate any man. We don't need to tailgate any woman as well. I see so many women out there that are so beautiful, and they feel like they have to show their booty. They have to do the twerking. They have to show the boobs. It's nice. It really is. But please, women, have a little bit of dignity. Men are not going to be with you if you show the goods. That's all I'm saying. And this live is going to be on the other live on Facebook, because some people need to wake up. And I'm not the greatest speaker, but we really need to talk about this. So please stay tuned, and thank you so very much for tuning in to my Weeper social media. And goodbye. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.